this edition of Extra Butter. Finally on 4K Blu-ray DVD, it's the Birds of Prey Fantabulous Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous. It's Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous It's the Harley Quinn movie. Thank you, Margot Robbie, for dropping by and showing us all that you can be in HD. And evidently, it's exactly what you wanted while you shelter in place. The story of a couple sheltering in some dead old rich guy's place. Dangerous minds exceeding Netflix's wildest expectations. Camila Cabello from Riverdale joins us to talk about it. And also, Zoinks, Scoob, Zac Efron, Michelle Rodriguez, Mark Wahlberg, and the cast in the new Scooby-Doo animated feature. We'll be talking about why it might be the most TikToked movie ever. That and more on this Stay Home edition of Extra Butter. Hey, how are you guys doing? Still hanging at home? Yeah, still plowing through content? Me too. That's why I'm more excited than ever when awesome content heads your way. Like Birds of Prey, the Harley Quinn movie. You know, 4 years ago when Suicide Squad came out, everybody said it's great, but you know what's really great about it? Actually, let's back up. Let's keep it honest. Everybody said, it's okay. But you know what's great about it? Harley Quinn. They should do a movie on her. Alas, your time has come. It is Birds of Prey. Let's look back on it. The world premiere took place in London, one of the last premieres before the pandemic took place. I had a chance to catch up with the cast to talk about, including Harley Quinn herself, Margot Robbie. Take a look. What's the day on the set where you quickly put on the producer hat and wanted to run into Video Village for playback because you loved the way something went down?
Oh, so many times. I mean, I loved watching everyone else, though. I feel like for a while, it was just Christina and I with this script for a couple of years. So it would just be us reading the lines over and over, trying to find the right sort of rhythm and pace. So to see other actors step in and embody these roles and just do something with them that beyond what we could have even dreamed of was always so exciting. And I particularly really enjoyed watching Chris and Ewan's stuff, Black Mask and Zaz, because on the page they're it was more of a work relationship, and then what they brought to it turned it into this very fascinating, personal, kind of like wrestle between control and dependency, and I was loving it. Yeah.
So how do you keep grounded at this time in your life? Do you ever think back to the days where you wanted to be an actress and you were hoping for some success, and now you see yourself launching one of the biggest movie franchises of all time, and at the same time, then you have to put on a gown and go to the Oscars and see how that works out?
Yeah, it's weird. Life has just gotten progressively weirder every year. I don't know where it's heading. And look, maybe it'll just disappear one day, so I'm just going to ride the wave while I can.
Ella Jay Basco does a great job as a newcomer. And of course, Chris Messina, you probably know from the Mindy Project. He's on every episode of that and crushing it. You know who else is crushing it? The lovely, the talented, one of the best movie people on the planet. It's Shawn Edwards. How are you?
Whoa, what's up, Mark, man? How you doing, man? Guess what, man? I'm getting used to being at home, man. You know, I was going a little crazy at first, but I'm getting used to this, man. This is the new normal, and it's all right. I'm adjusting. I'm getting used to it. I'm working with it, man.
Shawn, what's the best thing about doing everything that you do from home?
Right now, the coolest part about what I do is everyone, all the studios and all the streamers are shooting me and sending me their movies to my phone. Like, I can literally sit on my couch, lay in my bed, shoot the movie up on my TV screen. This is so cool. I can watch the movie anytime I want, 2 a.m., 3 p.m., 4:30 in the afternoon, 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't have to jump in my car, drive to a movie theater to watch a movie. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of liking that a lot.
Same here. Now, have you ever seen a studio so excited about the Blu-ray DVD release of a movie that they started streaming a month ago because of the pandemic?
Well, that's another part of the new normal, because like all these windows have shortened now. You know, they were forced to release a lot of titles on VOD, and now they're coming out quickly with the actual DVD. And guess what, man? There's still a lot of film geeks, cinemaphiles, and movie lovers who still want to go old school and experience the movie on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K. They want it in their hand. They want to feel it.
I want it because of the extras. I want to own the extras before they leak to YouTube. So you sat down in London, what seems like an eternity ago, but it was really only about 90 days ago with the whole cast and crew. What'd you guys talk about?
Yeah, it felt like such a long time ago when we were up here in London. But I did get a chance to sit down with the cast, and guess what they talked about? They were super excited about doing something that doesn't happen very much anymore. They actually primarily filmed a lot of the movie in Los Angeles, and they had a blast while doing it. Now, I know nothing's being filmed right now, but back in the day when they actually shot Birds of Prey, they loved finding really obscure locations in LA to transform the city of angels into Gotham City. Here's what they had to say about the experience.
I want to find out from each one of you, what was your favorite location or scene where you filmed in Los Angeles and why?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, it's always fun, to film on a lot at Warner Brothers, to be honest with you. It's really like if you're driving around in the golf cart or whatever, you're walking around.
There's the fountain from Friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like old school Hollywood. And because it's unfortunately done not so much anymore, that was fun to be on the lot.
What about for you?
I think the best location for me was probably the supermarket. I think my adrenaline was rushing already because it was the last day for shooting.
Oh, it was your last day.
Yeah, but that was probably the best one because we could do whatever we wanted in the grocery store, like dance around and do whatever. Like, I've never just like randomly
Who would have thought grocery shopping could be so fun?
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, that was probably the best location for me.
We shot a lot downtown, like downtown LA, and I loved Pinata Alley. There was like this alley, but the funny thing about that location, to get the location, we had to buy all the pinatas.
Oh my God.
So we had like 1,000 pinatas. We didn't know what to do. Once we finished the scene, like it's a scene chase with Harley and Renee Montoya, and then we just had so many pinatas, and it was like a real head scratch moment. We're like, what do we do with all? I mean, a ton of them made it to the rap party, but there's still at least 900
Oh
that
my
we were
God.
like, what do we do with this?
That is awesome. It's kind of sad that we were in London talking about a movie shot in LA that could have been shot in New York, because often Gotham City is shot in New York City, but LA did a fine job. I like this take. How about you?
I love this take. That's one of the best parts of the movie, is you get this different POV of Gotham City. I love how creative the filmmakers were in transforming LA into Gotham City. And I have to admit, I'm also a huge Margot Robbie fan, and she killed it as Harley Quinn in the movie. The movie's a lot of fun. It's a total blast. I liked a lot of elements of the movie. I just had a good time watching this. I had a really good time watching this movie.
Yeah, I like the like experimental parts. They have 2D animation in the middle of it, a lot of it. And, Margot Robbie was one of the producers, and I think she is wicked smart, both in front of and behind the camera.
No, she's definitely a very, very talented person. I love what she did with this property. Also, if you do go out and purchase the DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K, they really have some cool, unconventional stuff in terms of the bonus material that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy, even as much as the movie. So, yeah, check that out. If you're going old school and you rock the DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K, there's some great extra material on this.
Shawn, in addition to being a movie enthusiast and a movie critic and a movie reviewer and a celebrity interviewer, you're also a movie producer. I had the luxury of being on one of your LA sets for a movie called Fatale. What are the plans for that?
Yeah, Fatale, starring two-time Academy Award winner Hilary Swank, was originally scheduled to be released June 19th. As we all know, that ain't happening. We got a brand new date, October 30th. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, that everyone will get a chance to see this noir thriller directed by Dion Taylor, who is in a zone right now. I've seen the movie like 20 times. I cannot wait to share this cinematic experience with everyone. It's Hilary Swank like you've never seen her before. And it's just got some really wicked cool cinematography. It's got some great stuff in it. Also stars Michael Ealy, Mike Coulter. Speaking of superhero releases, Mike Coulter.
I can't wait to see it. The trailer is remarkable. I've seen the trailer 6,000 times. Shawn Edwards, where can we find you?
Well, you know what? You will not find me watching Birds of Prey on DVD because I don't own a DVD player, but you can find me on all social media platforms, S. Edwards KC. The K is for Kansas, the C is for city, or you can find me at fox4news.com. I'm everywhere. Come hang out with me. Come talk to me.
That sounds like an invitation. Can I just give out your home address too so people can come by and honk?
Yes, you can. I'm in dire need of human interaction. Come by, say hello, bring brownies, bring Coronas, the beer.
Yeah. Amen, man. Thanks, Shawn. Be good.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mark, man. You always keep it real, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, Shawn. As always, you're awesome. I want to continue talking about Birds of Prey because it reminded me of another movie, or specifically an interview. Coming up next, I sit down with the award winner Rosie Perez, Jurnee Smollett, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And it's Mary Elizabeth Winstead that's in one of my other favorite movies of all time, maybe something you should dust off right about now. We'll keep talking about Birds of Prey and that next. And welcome back to Extra Butter, still talking about Birds of Prey because it's on Blu-ray and DVD. Sure, it was in theaters for a minute, then it streamed for a minute, but now you get all the extras. And I want to know, does that mean anything to you? Follow me on Facebook, Mark S. Allen Show, or of course, right on YouTube. Like and subscribe, Extra Butter TV, and in comments, let me know if those extras mean something. I'll give you extras right now. I sit down with the award winner Rosie Perez, Jurnee Smollett, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead to talk about it. The latter, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, in one of my other favorite movies of all time. But I digress. We talked about this in London back in the day. And by that, I mean a couple months ago. Take a look.
Come on,
First
dive
of all,
in.
remarkable performance from you.
Thank you.
And you. And you. What was the most difficult day on the set? Because there is action that was not CG, that was you in there banging it, bruising it, crushing it.
Yeah, the carousel. The carousel in the funhouse for all of us, I think, was the roughest. Several days on there for the entire day, all day long, kicking,
Painful.
punching.
It was
Fine.
shot, a lot of it was shot in one continuous take or long takes,
Yeah.
and Kathy had very ambitious ideas of how to cover it, and it meant that, we had been training for months in preparation for this, but hadn't been able to actually get on the sets because they had only just recently been built. And so to take the choreography and then put it on a moving set, was quite a
It's a
challenge.
whole different ballgame when you
Yeah.
start rotating in a
Yeah.
circle, and your body and your mind are going, what? And you
Right.
have to flip and punch and kick.
And everyone's coming in from all these different
Yeah.
angles.
And we each had to run and jump on the carousel
Yeah.
as it while it was turning.
In precise sync, hitting a precise
Yes.
mark at the
Yeah.
same time.
And if anyone messed up, we had to do the take
Start
over again,
all
which meant
over
we were
again.
there for 2 days doing it nonstop for like 12 hours.
12 hours a day.
Oh,
Yeah.
the pressure that must be, because you don't want to be that person that messes up and then to go, oh,
no.
man, really?
Yeah.
Oof,
This is
that's the word. That is the worst feeling
Yeah.
when you're the one who messes it up.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, and everybody's exhausted, and it's rough. But it was bonding for all of us
It was,
because we all just kept at it and kept going.
Yeah, we all hated Kathy because of it, 'cause she kept coming to us being like, ladies, I'm sorry, we gotta go again. And it was inhumane of her, but we appreciate the perfection now that we see
Now
how
that we
great
see it,
it
it's
looks.
worth it.
They are awesome. I love how Rosie Perez continues to bring it. All right, let's back up. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is in one of my other favorite movies of all time, and right about now might be a time to talk about that movie, because I promise you this weekend you're going to hit a wall where you're looking around the room at everybody else going, what do we watch now? We've already seen everything. Want to dust off Tiger King again and watch that one more time? No. Watch this. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. A remarkable movie. Edgar Wright has just hit his stride as a filmmaker, went on to do Baby Driver. This movie is remarkable. I highly recommend it. All right, when we come back, Dangerous Lies, now streaming on Netflix and now outperforming even what Netflix thought it would do. Jessie, Usher, and Camila Mendes, who you probably know from Riverdale, join me next. Welcome back to Extra Butter. I want to talk about this movie, Dangerous Lies. You may have seen it already. If not, I highly recommend it. What I loved about this movie, even though it's a Netflix original and very contemporary in a lot of ways, it feels classic. Like if Hitchcock were making a movie for Netflix, this might be the movie that he would make. I sat down with Zoom-wise, Jessie, Usher, and Camila Mendes, who you probably know from Riverdale, to talk about it. Take a look. All right, you guys. So having produced and been around many horror movie sets, I want to know, what was the scene that's probably one of the scariest to watch, but was actually fun or even funny to make? We'll start with you, Mr. Jessie.
Wow. I think the scene, does it count if it's a scene that I'm not in?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the scene where Katie is in the crawl space and she finds the decayed body. kind of having heard stories about how that went makes that scene extremely entertaining to watch.
Mr. Jesse, we're in a good environment right now where we can find out more on that scene. So take us to the day. What was it like?
Oh, geez. Well,
actually, no, wait. Maybe I'm going to change my answer. Because I thought it was pretty funny when you were dragging. But maybe they didn't use that in the final version.
When I was dragging it?
When you were dragging the dead body and all
no.
of the decayed parts.
Yeah.
Did they use that in the
in the rain, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think I saw it.
That was pretty funny because it was like the body bag.
There's an outtake now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a body bag and they had a dummy in it, and I was carrying him from that shed into the back of the car and it's pouring down rain.
We should clarify because the idea was that these the body decays a lot. So there was like broken up parts of his body in the body bag. So it just looked like this limp, it looked like he was just carrying a body bag that was like with all these loose parts. It looked just so weird. It was really hard not to laugh.
They are awesome, and Dangerous Lies still streaming on Netflix. It's in their top 5 right now. If you haven't seen it, by all means, see it. And if you have seen it and you're thinking, I'd like more, hey, you're in luck. They've re-signed these two with the director to make another movie. Whether it's a sequel or something else, to be determined, but I will let you know. Follow me on Facebook, Mark S. Allen Show. We'll keep that conversation going. All right, when we come back, zoinks, he's at it again. Scooby-Doo and the gang now in a new 2D movie. I can't wait to talk about this with an expert next.
There you are. This mangy stray's done enough damage for today. He's coming with me.
He's not a stray.
Is he your dog?
He's like totally mine, if you want to be.
I'd like that very much.
Okay, then. What's his name?
I don't have one.
His name's Scooby.
Middle name?
Doobie?
Last name?
Do.
If the dog has a middle name, there's no punishment for damages or theft. I don't like it, but them's the laws.
Thanks, Dad. Welcome back to the last segment of Extra Butter. I'm so excited about this because when I was a kid, there was nothing bigger than Scooby-Doo, and I love that there's a Scooby-Doo for next generation. I want the camera to come in close because I've got to show you something. Scoob! Only in theaters May 15th. If you can get your hands on an actual print of that poster, it is going to be an historical artifact. Want to know why? Because, of course, it's not going to be in theaters because what's going to be in theaters anytime soon? It is streaming, however, and for that, I bring in my kid movie extra. You know him, you love him. He's Small Popcorn. What's going on, Small?
Not much, just popping up here at Extra Butter.
Yes, during shelter in place, are you still doing your TikToks, still doing your Instagrams?
Yep, I'm trying to stay fun and trying not to drive my family crazy and trying to stay alive.
To tell me, what do we get with this new Scoob?
Well, this is an origin story of Scooby-Doo. Hello, I'm Scooby-Doo. Rosie. Sorry. To where he unlocks a hidden side to him, to where none other of the gang would have imagined in their minds below. Okay. And that's where the bad guy of this story tries to bring back Cerberus, the guard dog of the underworld. He protects and guards the underworld where no of the undead come to the living. 3-headed hound dog. Nothing gets past him. Bringing forth that he will bring upon the dog apocalypse.
The dog apocalypse. You know what I love most about this? I love that you started out with the Harry Potter narrative accent and then you dumped it about halfway through. You thought, oh, the heck with it. I can't carry it.
Who cares about the accent? Just keep going with it.
Yeah, no, you did a great job. I want to talk about, speed of doing a great job, Warner Brothers decided to market this on TikTok. And a lot of studios have marketed their films to some success, but I mean, they got over 1 billion people participating in the Scooby Dance Challenge, including you.
Yes, Mark, I have done it, and it's really good. It's hard to learn, but I can teach you if you want.
Well, yeah, I'd be a knucklehead if I didn't ask you to do it, so break off a sample of Small Popcorn's Scooby-Doo Challenge dance. Hit it!
Side to the left, sail to the right, wanna have fun like
was awesome. Our crappy Wi-Fi connection made the dance even a little more awesome. All right, you want to see mine?
Sure.
All right.
Bring it on, Mark.
All right, gonna show you mine. Here we go. That's all I got. How'd I do?
My grandma, my nana, can do better than you, Mark.
Yeah, well, I don't see your grandma out here right now.
Yeah, she's at her own house, doing her own dances.
Okay, well, we'll talk about her next time. In the meantime, Mr. Small Popcorn, where do we find you? Online, on TikTok and Instagram?
Our street's Small Popcorn.
There you go. Dance out. Give us that big finish. Big dance out. It is awesome. All right, you guys, for more behind the scenes, including some of the cast members' voices, I mean, come on. You got Zac Efron in this.
Jinkies. What? Someone had to say it. You weren't saying it. I'm scared. I'm scared.
You've got Gina Rodriguez.
Per County Records, last known owner is this guy, Dick Dastardly.
You've got Mark Wahlberg.
Dick Dastardly.
Dick Dastardly? As part of this, all of the cast on Extra Butter TV. Hey, stay safe. Find someone to watch movies with that you like. This is the guard dog of my home theater. Fierce. Fierce is Scooby-Doo. Scooby snack, not today. Hey, hang out and be sure and like us and subscribe on YouTube. It is Extra Butter TV. Stop sniffing my butt!
Don't forget to hit that bell. Turn on notifications, guys.
Just wanted to make sure I wasn't talking to you.